Hey, Indians. Jeremy Fuel here, superintendent here at Mississinewa. I want to run through this example. This was laid out by a community member, I think last week. You'll see this chart over here on the right. This is what a community member had come up with to show the potential impact of an $87 million referendum combined with a 10-cent operating referendum if a home that was valued at $150,000 grew in the same assessed value over the next 20 years that it had over the last 10 years. So basically, the average growth from 2014 to 2024 for homes within Mississinewa or Grant County, right around 5% AV growth per year. So one thing I want is with that. What one mistake that was made was the 1% property tax cap. When you look at we'll just pick year 8 right here, a $216,000 home, uh, it's going to be capped at a certain amount. So uh, you got to pay attention to your property tax caps at 1%. I'll find a good example. This is kind of hard to see on my computer right now. Good example right here, year 13, 272,000. That means they would not be able to pay $2,998. The max that they would pay is $2,725.20 to their property taxes because they're capped at that 1%. So overall, it come up with 55,000 over those 20 years. If you look at those same 20 years here as well, which would be these years right here. Um, it's actually a little bit less. It's around 51,000. So there's a little bit of a difference there, about $4,000. The other one that I want to note is the referendum amount. So this particular example that was put out there shows that the referendum levy amount is growing proportionately with the AV growth, and that's not the case. And we had our folks at Policy Analytics put this spreadsheet together. You'll see that um, referendum levy amount right here is what is more accurate from an estimated standpoint. The reason that it doesn't grow proportionately is the school would have to levy that amount per year going down. So as AV grows individually and collectively for the tax base for Mississinewa Community Schools, you'll notice that the referendum rate here fluctuates and actually decreases as that um, uh, as that AV grows. So as the AV grows, the rate is going to drop, and by the time the capital, so this 75 right here is showing the first year of the impact from the operating referendum, and this area right here shows when that operating referendum drops off. This is when the capital referendum would start, and then right here is when it would end. And you'll see that the levy amount is fairly consistent. Yes, it does increase a little bit, but doesn't increase proportionately with the AV growth. So after the end of the 20 years, you're around 26 million. Try to zoom in on this a little bit for you. You're around 26 million, and for a house that started in 2024 as 150,000, you're at $26,000 in what you would pay towards the referendum amount, capital and operating, as compared to what was come up with was about 39,000. So those are just a couple things I wanted to walk through. Took some time to get these numbers together. Apologize for the delay, but we wanted to go through that and be able to show everybody what you have to account for is that, okay, hey, as AV grows, so obviously cost of living's growing during that time, inflation's growing. Typically, your income is also growing during that time as well. And so we wanted to be able to show that. Here is a breakdown of the monthly cost during that time for this type of a home. Here is that referendum rate over those years. You'll see that 10 cents is right here for that operating. That 10 cents falls off after during this year. And that's why you see this drop from 12.91 down to 11.89 during that time. So that is one thing I wanted to be able to show to everyone. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, something we talked about yesterday, uh, just to make sure we're clear on this. When I threw this out there, this is a hypothetical. It's not saying that, hey, we're going to do a referendum in 2026, we're going to do a referendum in 2028, a referendum in 2030. It's, hey, based upon today's dollars, a $50 million referendum. If we didn't do one in 2025 and we waited till 2026, this same scope of work right here would cost $53 million in 2026. If we waited till 2028, this same scope here that would have cost 50 million in 2025 would cost 59 million in 2028. This same scope right here in 2030 would actually cost about $66 million in 2030. So I just wanted to show that out there to everybody, just show the inflation costs for school related construction on a per year basis. Again, 4 to 6% is that inflationary cost. Just show that it's going to cost more money to do things the longer we wait, just due to that inflation number. So I want to put that stuff out there. Hopefully, this information is helpful to you. I'm not going to be able to do this scenario for every different type of property value or anything like that, but I did want to be able to show, hey, this is how the debt service rate or the referendum rate works, and combined with the AV, just so that we aren't presenting out information that's not fully accurate in terms of how that is going to grow, and what the impact is going to be for our local taxpayers. So, want to show that out there. This is posted on Facebook as well. We'll put this video out there. If you need this sheet emailed to you directly so you can view it a little bit better, definitely willing to do that. Just reach out to me and we'll do that. So, I hope everybody has a great day, and go Indians.